like anything for $39.95. I'm extremely ruthless when it comes to that price point because in the past, I've always been like, whew, I definitely need that shirt that's too small or that ottoman that doesn't work or those pillows. But over the years, I've really gravitated towards having a very intentional and curated home. And so I follow 4 rules when I'm shopping at HomeGoods, Marshalls, and Target to make sure that I'm looking for that designer dupe or something that's going to add to my home versus fill it up with a bunch of stuff that I don't need. Now, the 4 rules are keep it simple, watch your small, nothing shiny, and watch out for the standard. Today, I want to go over those rules as I'm going through HomeGoods to really make sure that you can understand my thought process. So when you're shopping, that you're not just spending your $40 and you're really bringing in intentional items that make your space look very gorgeous and designer just like you. So let's start with keep it simple. Now, you really want to have a layered home and you want all of the pieces to go together. But when you're bringing them in from HomeGoods, they might not be the top of the line quality or the most interesting piece. So I look for pieces that are going to add to the overall picture, but not be my standout singer. So what I kind of tell in my head is I'm not looking for a Taylor Swift or a Beyonce. I'm looking up for the backup dancers. I'm ruling out things that are really eye-catching, really intricate, really shiny, because in a room, those will grab your attention and grab your eye, and those will be your focal point. Now look at this guy. He's kind of like really cool. He's got a texture, he's matte, he's one color. He would be something interesting on a bookshelf, but wouldn't be the first thing you see. And so he would be definitely something that I would consider bringing home. Now, moving over to light fixtures. Look at all these intricate light fixtures. Look at all the metals they're using. And then look at this simple one. Look at the shade. Look at the material they're using on the metal. It's very like quiet. It's not ornate. And this actually would be great over an island or a smaller dining room table because it would just work well with others versus being that standout piece that then once it catches your eye, then you're sort of critiquing it. And some things at HomeGoods or Target, they don't hold up to that really good critique when you're in the room. So I sort of put them in the room that add to the space but not become the main singer. The last example, look at this couch. It's a great neutral color. It's great material. It's not that comfortable, but the lines are very sleek, and that's what you're looking for. Pieces that will add to the overall picture, but not be the standout piece. So moving on to watch your small. Now, watching your small is HomeGoods and Target and Marshalls. They shrink everything down. Now, I love a good HomeGoods piece that's on trend that I might want to bring into this space, love it for 2 years, and then move it along because it kind of refreshes my space. But you got to watch your small. Now, take a look at this. It is fantastic. It is like the right color, it's the right shape, it's super trendy with this arch, and I fall in love with it. Except for the fact that it's really small. If I put this against one of my chairs, I think there'd be a downslope to it. So as much as I absolutely love this, it would be small in my space. If I put them be front of my fireplace, they'd look like little too tiny feet versus intentional. So that's what I'm talking about when you're in these spaces, is to watch your small. Rule number 3, watch your shiny. Now this is more for me. Like if you are glitzy glam and you love shiny pieces, skip this rule. I love a good shiny personality, someone that loves a lot of glitz. It's just not for me. But really you gotta watch your shine. When you're starting to bring in things like crystals or some art pieces that have like glitter in them, you're really kind of flirting with danger that the pieces could go very, I don't know how to say it without being rude, so I just won't say it. So really just do a double check, do a gut check and be like, is this gonna add to my overall space when you're just gravitating towards something super shiny? I really like a more natural crystal in a space versus a real shiny piece from HomeGoods or Target. Number 4, nothing standard. Now, this is where you're really trying to train your eye to look for designer pieces versus the standard things that everyone's buying at HomeGoods. The reason being is that you never want anyone to walk into your house and know exactly where you bought something. Same thing with your clothes. You also don't want someone to be like, yep, I saw that at Target. Yep, I saw that at Nordstrom's. You really want your home to feel curated, your fashion to feel like it's yours. And by doing this, you're not looking for anything that's standard. So now look at these pieces from HomeGoods. These are the typical things that you are seeing at HomeGoods. So take a look at this other piece. See how it's very simple. It's a little on the oversized. It has, I like the wood tones, and it's kind of like a find versus you could pick it up at every HomeGoods. Also, take a look at this other piece. See this arch, see how it's different, and it's just not your standard piece. So this is what you're kind of looking for. If you go to HomeGoods and you see a bunch of the same, that's not what you're looking for. Train your eye to look for the outlier, to look for the piece that doesn't look like all the others. So then when you bring it in your home, it feels like it's vintage, it feels like you sourced it, it feels like it's custom, and it doesn't just feel like you're filling a space with something that's not intentional. Okay, so there are my 4 rules. Keep it simple, watch your small, nothing shiny, and nothing standard. And if you can follow those rules when you're going through there, it's gonna save you time, energy, and money, and it's really going to help your home look designer and high-end. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.